Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of our isolated city here in City Skylines. But last episode, guys, we built our very own cargo airport. It actually turned out to be pretty good. Now, a lot of you guys asked me a question about some of the things that I did. Some of you guys didn't like some of the stuff I did do because that's not how you meant to do it. But I'm here to settle the score. I'm here to tell you guys why my foolishness is actually brilliance. And you might think, Seniac, what are you talking about right now? How is that even possible? Trust me, guys. Trust me. Where there's madness, there is some kind of logic. But anyway, guys, welcome back. We're getting to the expansions. I want to try to continue and hook up the train line from the other side. I want to kind of get more residents moving in. It's going to be pretty fun. Now, it's very busy for planes. Ha, got him. This is the only downside to having a cargo airport, is the fact that it can get overwhelmed so quickly. We have the normal airport over here, which is somewhat being overwhelmed as well with passengers, but cargo's always going to play a big issue. Now, I don't mind it too much about the backlog. It is what it is. But I'm here to explain some of the stuffs. Now, some peeps didn't like that I put this in here and I should use a cargo, an airport cargo train station. I think theirs are terrible and they never work. Trust me, they never work. No one there. Some people didn't like the fact that I got this road to bypass because of this building. I went for efficiency over functionality. I know the vehicles have to drive through the airport, which makes them work, but this is so much more efficient for getting the vehicles in and out, and this has probably got to be the only cargo airport that I've built. I've had no traffic issues. Just plane issues. But I don't mind too much about that. I don't mind. Now, what I want to do is I want to get the train line coming down here and hooked up to over there as well. I've got to be careful that I don't make this to there a shorter distance, which I don't think it will be, because they've got to go all the way through this, which is quite long-winded, and I want to get more residents moving in as well. So forget that for a moment. Let's actually get some more residents actually physically moved in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually build around here first, because I haven't really touched upon it, and I still like the fact that this airport is going to be situated in the middle of like this residential area. I love that's the case. I really do. So I'm going to bring this down, cut it in, bring it down. We'll create a couple of runs first, and then we'll kind of place in all the zoning as well. I'm not going to run it straight like that. We're going to kind of stagger it as it kind of comes up. I need to move one of these little turbines here, don't I? Just move it just there a little bit. It's still connected by power, isn't it? Yeah. Just so I can get the road going. Actually, before I go any further, what was this distance? That's a 41. That's not to say that I'm going to do a 41 as well. Here is a 29-ish, but they're meant to be 30s, aren't they? I reckon we stick them to 30s. So if I do another 30... There we go. There we go. And here we'll bring it down by another 10. And we'll just slightly change up the flow a little bit, because you don't want it too boring, if that makes any sense. I'll do the same here as well. I'll bring that down to there. So there to there is a 40. So in reality, I want to do one more by a 10. And then go back to my 30 by 30s. Like that. Now, it does kind of ruin the flow slightly. So we'll make this kind of connect just to there. So we got some flow going through. I know the road is directly there. Actually, we'll kind of get that going through as well. And we'll scrap off this here. Right. And then we'll stick to another 30, which would be this one, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll do it like that. Just kind of split up the pattern slightly. I reckon we could bring this one out by another 10. And we'll leave it like that, because eventually I'll get rid of all these wind turbines and we'll create a beautiful long beach going up and through. It's going to look so freaking amazing. But the whole purpose of this right now is to solely get people living down here. So, residential, it's all got to be low density, I'm afraid. And this is the crazy bit. Some people are going to live literally by the airport. It's going to be chaotic, stressful, at the same time beautiful. Now, I know it's going to cause some issues with the noise, but this is exactly how I wanted this airport to be. Once all that on the side that I just placed down is all built up, it's going to feel like those tropical islands in like the middle of the Pacific, where you see the airports built and then the city's built around it. That's the kind of vibe that I wanted to go for this, and I think I'm going to get it. I really do think I'm going to get it. So let that all build up. There's some residential, there's some commercial, which will provide a little bit of a population boost. We do need more jobs for the unemployment kind of side of things, and that's why we're going to build a little bit of industry down here as well. So industry-wise, we are going to go factories. Actually, I'll scrap the factories there. We'll do a couple of offices just here. I'll do offices on here as well. And then it's only going to be a little bit of factory. It's not going to be too much thrown in. We'll bring this up by a 10. We'll bring this up here by a 10. Just trying to start to spread now a little bit more of the factories and whatnot. Bring this down just to there. We'll keep it to that because there's kind of a lot going on. We'll get a little bit of water in right now. Make sure they've got the power. But what is also important, because we're now providing jobs over on this side, we need public transport, and this is going to be the start of the whole public transport. If you can kind of think of these now as like 3 individual islands, public transport on this island. Because right now I have the route that comes into there, that skedaddles all the way down to there and then through. But then we need the public transport where we got the metro line that comes down to here. Needs to skedoodle over here to drop off the people who want to or need to work at the airport and the industry over here in the port. And then we'll kind of continue that way and then meet up to this here. Or something like that. I don't truly know. But that's how we are hoping we are going to get it connected. Now look at this, boys. Look at this. So many freaking planes. It is unreal. Problem is, I add more stands in to uphold the capacity, and then you just get more planes coming in. You can never win. Honestly, you can never win it. It's a funky one. But that's how it is. I mean, I don't have trains going out of the region, so I have to kind of suck it up with the overloaded planes and shipping routes. But there's still lots of improvements we can still do, so it's not dead in the water just yet. Right, so I need to get power connected up for these. I don't know what the best way to do it would be. To maybe just go from here and then straight to there, but that's not going to be connected. I did want to put down a passenger harbour as well, so I'm going to place that here too. So maybe I'll get that in because it might then bundle me towards being able to connect the water up a bit better. So the passenger harbour, which we're going to have to anti-key it in, it's going to go smack bang on the crisscross. Right, so another passenger harbour coming in, so it doesn't overload this one as much. We can kind of split that traffic as well. Oh, we got some traffic over here towards this area. Oh my goodness me, this is exciting, guys. A little bit. We haven't experienced any traffic issues in a while. Does that mean I get to fix some traffic or ruin the traffic? One of them, guys. Well, let me unhook this real quick, and then I'm just gonna delete it. There we go. So the reason for that is I can now select a power line to kind of connect through. We're all back up and running. So we now have a, I believe that's our, is it our 3rd or 4th? We don't have one over here. I know we have one over there. So that's our 3rd way to get people in the region, into the city, via the passenger lines, the cruise ships. There's a better way to put it. So while that does all that, and how built up is this right now? That's still got a long way to go. We are spending all the demands. I want to extend the... I've just realised I've got infinite money on. Oh, I didn't turn it off on my last episode. Before I recorded this, guys, I just realised I did an experimental video and I forgot to turn it off from the experimental video. I am so sorry, guys. Please forgive me right now. I will turn it off for next episode. Please forgive me. Right, I want to get the old Chrissy Crossy with the bussy stoppy placed in. So I'll place it just here. So reason for it up here is, one, it doesn't take away a huge amount of zoning for our industry. It's just on the edge, and it is technically within walkable distances, even though we're going to set up a bus route to kind of drop people off, to kind of work around this area. Now we need to hook up the metro line. All right, now we have a tunnel, and we'll set the first one up. It's only going to be a short route from here to here, a singular route, and we'll maximize the bend on it, make it as efficient as we can. Very good, sir. And then we'll have a route that goes from, let me get rid of that quickly, 1 second, here to here. Now, this route here is probably the least used route going. It really is, but I've got to do it for the connectivity. You got to have some terrible routes just to have some great connected routes. Then, my other one is, if it's all now set up, we want to go from here all the way to over here. And again, we'll set up a beautiful bend. And I got to pause it right now because it's going to elevate in the trench where the cruise ships and cargo ships kind of sail out from. There you go. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We got away with that one, guys. We got away with it. So bring that down. Can we still see it? Nope, that's now gone. So back into play mode then, because that's now not going to ruin anything. I'm going to extend this current line, which currently ends here. So we'll make it end just here instead. And then any routes coming from that will be a whole new line in total. So if I want a line from there that will eventually go this direction, you know, that's when we'll kind of add a new line from that point. Because we've got, where does that line start, by the way? We've got two lines there crisscrossing. And that line starts over here. Oh, okay. Okay. So, yeah. I don't exactly know how this is going to work. I might eventually have another stop over here where that line there ends on that side and that line here ends there. So then the line that then goes from there would go in that direction. And maybe a few that then crisscross over. Very much like how we do it over here. We have two lines running down the side and every so often we have one that kind of crisscrosses. It's probably how we'll set it all up. But that extends the line anyway, so for now, without the buses, at least they can get from point A to point B for public transport via the metro. Makes everyone widely connected a little bit more. Now, what's going on over here then? Why are they having big issues? Now, this is what I don't like. The roundabout's set up perfectly, right? But the fact is, they go on the outer lane to then come back in, which is kind of annoying. It is kind of annoying, and what I should do as well is bulk up. Now, you don't have to do it to every single one. I'm only really going to do it to the ones where I feel like we're going to, you know, get the most benefit from. But bulk the... Oh, hang on, hold on. Bulk the roads coming in and out of the roundabout to a 2-lane. So we can divide the traffic a little bit easier and then hopefully get 2 vehicles at once filtering in and out, which makes life a little bit easier for us. And then by that logic, I don't normally like to do this, but sometimes you have to almost hardwire it just for it to work. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is here, if you're coming from this direction, right, you got 2 options. Left lane to go around the roundabout. Right lane to join the highway. I might actually set this up as well to go like this, just so they can make it a little bit easier for their left turn. And then by that logic, if you're coming round the roundabout, you've already turned off there, so you're in the middle lane here to then skedoodle out. So hopefully you can have multiple flying out, and I'm hoping that they choose to use this right-hand lane as the quicker route. Not all of them will use it, but you know, it's just one of those things. Now, we have then a little bit of an issue going on here as well. Now, have I messed with this before? No. I feel like I have. I'm getting deja vu for some reason. So the big issue is people want to go straight across, which is messing up the people trying to come in. So I'm going to say to them, you know what, guys, if you want to go straight across, you have to do it somewhere else, okay? You've got to do it somewhere else. You can't do it here, guys. You can't do it here. So that is your turn there. That is your turn and straight on. That is your turn there. That is your... Actually, don't want these guys to crisscross either. That way and that way. It's mainly this way. Vehicles going from this direction to that direction. You can crisscross up here. It's perfectly fine. So what's the big issue right now then that we're seeing so much dramaticness happening there? Is that just the backlog of vehicles just trying to skedoodle out at the minute? We'll have a little fast forward anyway to kind of see where they're trying to get to. But once they've now redirected their routes for this, I'm hoping that we'll see this kind of clear down a bit, thus then clearing this a bit as well. So we'll see. You're never always going to win. But we'll see. They're still going on the outer lane to go back in. I don't get these fools. I honestly don't get how, what's going on there. But, yeah. This is quite dramatic, isn't it? And what's weird is, it's not for anything. You know what I mean? They're not being backed up by a cargo area or anything like that. It's just weird. Listen, I think it's mainly these trying to take a left turn and these also trying to take a left turn as well. And because they're waiting both sides, it's just backing up either one of them. But that's now clearing up. So we should see some more movement coming in right now. There we go. Now it's cleared up, so these guys just got to get through. A lot less now backing them up. I think they were also getting caught by people crossing the road. So yeah, we should see this start to die down a little bit. That's what we're hoping for. Or I might change it here. I've just noticed something as well. I might change because there's less people making a right turn. We'll make the right turn also the straight on lane. And I'll do that there. So you might see them filter through a little bit better. Right, so I don't want to get caught up on this too much because I'll be here all day trying to fix it. You know what I mean? But how many people are using this? 76 people are now using this stop, so that's been handy for quite a few fools. Anyone came in just yet on this cruise ship? Not yet, so we're waiting for that, but that's not a problem. Cargo airport is doing wonders still. Still no big traffic coming in, which is good to see. I'm happy with how it's all progressing. This area is now building up beautifully. Very, 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 very good. The backlog over here is now starting to die down as they're all filtering in a bit quicker. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, so I think we can slightly breathe a little bit easier right now. I want to take a look at linking this cargo line up. So, I've been thinking about this since the last episode. And right now, the only way to get in is to kind of come down here, it bends around, down there. You got to come all the way through there. Long-winded, yes I know, but it's the kind of a decent way to kind of control the train traffic. Now, if I had another one kind of come from the opposite side to then go under, I'm then going in this direction, and how am I going to get it connected up? This is the question. If I shorten the route, get to there, I could redo this connection to link it up. But if I'm having additional connection from this direction, it's making a lot of these guys go, oh, okay, all of a sudden, the airport's a lot closer than it used to be. Thus, bringing more traffic in. Is that going to overload an already overloaded airport? You know what I mean? It's a little bit of a tough one to kind of decide just yet. It really is. It really is. So, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it just yet. I kind of slightly set against it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But yeah. Right, this backlog is now gone. Pretty much. It's pretty much now gone. So, someone let me know how I can solve this, by the way. They're all choosing to go into the left lane to go straight back out when... Is it the angle of the road? I mean, some vehicles do it. Like this vehicle here is doing it. But the majority want to stick in the left lane. I don't know. That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It kind of is. It's kind of annoying at the same time. Right, anyway. Right, let's take a look at our unemployment right now. So, our unemployment's at 4%. We do have a lot of jobs available. But that's not to say everyone's educated enough for them. Education, do you know what? There's a lot of people highly educated. So it could be the fact that a lot of the high educated peeps can't find the jobs. That's an interesting one I didn't kind of think of. So we still got loads of little gaps here and there that we still got to fill in and squeeze up. So let's just do some road work for just a moment. So bringing this right down. We'll cut this across. Like that. Cut that across. And again. Now we've got these beautiful little zones. So I need to make it like another little commercial area. These guys got a few little commercial areas, but I feel like we need like an additional one at this point. So, was I going to build a park here? I feel like we need to build another park here. Yeah, we'll save that for some type of park area. Meaning, right, if I chose every single strip here, this point there, and ran it down, Could I build... That's actually pretty cool. Not the fact that these are now elevated. Oh, I didn't realise how many elevated. I might turn all this commercial here. Throw a park in here. So people then walk through it to get to the commercial area. That's a pretty smart idea. And I might get rid of this road to turn it into one big park. Or nah, it's pushing it. There will be issues. And then we'll need the tissues. Right, there we go. Let me pause so I can quickly paint. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so back into play mode then. We might as well fill this with residential. And this is one of these things that it will take some time to grow. It will take some time for it to all grow. So I might as well just get it in now and then play the waiting game. I wonder if as well I can do the same going in this direction. It's going to be pushing it, isn't it? We'll try. Where is the snap? Okay, 14 by 15, I'll take it. For even more commercial. I'm going all out with this commercial right now, aren't I? I need to calm down. I do need to kind of calm down. But I've got to get it in. We have the demands for it. We might as well spend those demands. And then we'll squeeze a park in there at some point. I'll just let everything get built up first. So when I do drop the park in, we've got like instant kind of guests and instant money being made. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. Okay, sweet. So. Warehouses. Now, this is something else that I don't put in often enough. Do we even have any? I don't think we have any in this place, do we? I could be wrong. But we need the odd warehouse here and there for the goods, especially for the industries. Just realizing it right now. So we're going to squeeze in a couple of warehouses. Problem is, this could cause some traffic issues. So if I drop one there and then one there. So over on this side, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point because we can put anything we want in. We are going to store some petroleum and we'll store some plastics. Now, when you put these warehouses in, you'll then initially get traffic as they start to fill them. So don't get too worried right now about the traffic issues. But that's nowhere going to be enough. You know, just throwing it out there right now. I'm going to need a lot more than that. Let me get rid of these power lines here. The power does spread. There we go. I'll drop one there. And one there. Move that over by one more. So, plastics and petroleum. Very good. So like I said, you'll see initial traffic there to begin with, but hopefully it will eventually die down. Now, over here is an interesting one, because near the export areas, you would then start to think you need... Oh my goodness, look at the traffic now coming in here. You would start to think you need... Where are these going, by the way? Oh, it's mainly down for this area. Oh, that's a point. That's a really good point. So, because I build such a heavy industry area over here, obviously I don't have adequate vehicleage access points to get in and out of the area. So what if I created a slight slip road? A slight slip road that they could come off here to enter said area. That would be a very, very, very good idea. I think it would. But would I want it to be able to go in both directions, or just to, I mean, the main traffic is turning off, so I'm going to assume the issue only comes with turning off. So let me try something here. This might be quite fun. This could be quite fun. So if I use the parallel tool, and let's say I go from, hold on, parallel tool from here to here. And then we'll stick it out by 10 like that, and I'll implement it in just like that. So this is going to be a way in which the cargo vehicles that are currently stuck on the island can kind of not turn off at the island, thus giving us a little bit more breathing space, to then kind of filter down into one of these roads. It will probably be... I was trying to think, what road am I not using the most of? I mean, we have this road here, which is a higher speed. I'll just connect this to this one to begin with. Like I said, it's not the end of the world, in reality. So if I came out... Oh, okay, maybe it is the end of the world, apparently. So, is that ridiculous? Is that not how it should be? And obviously, we won't make it where it can go, go down in that direction. I'm well aware that I might be throwing a little bit too much stress on this road and said junctions, but you don't know until you do it, do you? It's just one of those things, guys. So from there to here, we'll go big on the connection, all elevated. We'll also elevate. I'll get rid of you. This road and this road, and I wonder if we can align it with a nice subtle elevation change. Who knows? Who knows? It's all part of the fun. Now, lane math is going completely out the window here. I just want you to know this. Lane math does not exist. So don't get mad at me, okay? Because I'm not doing an entry point, this is how it is. So I just want to see what happens. It's just a trial run, because if this turns out it's going to work really, really well, I could also then make alternative arrangements to kind of bring vehicles on and off both sides. So this is all going to be part of the fun. So I'm hoping that this will reduce this backlog. It's not to say that everybody wants to go over this direction, but the sheer amount of vehicles doing this turn can only lead me to believe that this could be a good idea for us. That's the only reason it's leading me to believe that this might work. So we'll come back in a minute or two, because it does take a while for them to update their routes, to kind of figure out that, they no longer need to go in this direction. Oh, okay, they're already turning off. They're already turning off, boys. Well, 2 vehicles have anyway. So onto there. It's that truck there and that green van. They're going straight ahead. We've got a few more turning off right now. So, oh, okay. Oh, I forgot to do the lane here, didn't I? Is that going to be an issue? You know what? I'm not going to do that just yet, because I could also bring a road splitting off this that goes under to connect down to there. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's ultimately see what happens. But every vehicle using that is now not coming and turning off here. That could be a pretty good idea. And I can implement this pretty much anywhere I wanted to as well. That kind of like turn off system on junctions that do get slightly overloaded. So we'll see if it kind of slightly dies down the whole offerings just there. Yeah. I'm acting like I've just discovered fire for the first time or something like that, aren't I? Oh my goodness me. Right, so this area that we just thrown out of the commercial is looking pretty swiggity swag right now. We'll throw a park in, as we now got more of a reason to kind of get some stuff in. So I'll start here. We'll drop... Hang on, we got to do the zoning first, don't we? Alright, there we go. So, side gates we'll start with first. I love doing the these parks because they add leisure to the area. It's a natural leisure boost without having to do absolutely anything at all. Right, so just trying to find some type of a natural bend. I mean, it's never going to work that great. Beautiful. Let's do a little connection there. And then we'll throw some stuff in the middle to make it feel like an actual park. Give it the leisure and entertainment values. All the big stuff now gets thrown in. So it's going to, you know, boost the area around us, it will. Which will provide a lot more leisure facilities in the area. Which will cause a lot more upgrades. So we are also going to up the ticket price. Very good. Very good. Another park thrown in. Another park. Okay. Oh, what's happened here? Not in airport area? Wait, what? Wait. Whoa. Guys, what has just happened? My airport area has been deleted? Wait, what has just happened? You guys see that, right? Did that just happen in front of my face? Wait, what is going on? Is that weird or is that weird? That's weird, isn't it? Let's be honest. Also, you're now in an airport area, guys, so what are you complaining about? That was weird. Did I always have an airport area here? I mean, how else would... I mean, it wasn't complaining before, was it? Oh, that's boggled my mind. That seriously boggled my mind. Nah, something suspicious is going on. Also, why is this not being zoned? Excuse me, you're in an airport. That is weird. That is really weird. That is really weird. I don't know what just happened. Well, our new park is now making money, by the way. That was so weird. And why are you still complaining? Maybe it might disappear at some point, but that was weird. Somehow my whole airport area just got deleted. That was crazy. Damn. Well, that's funky. That's real funky. Right, so this area is now building up. Someone's complaining about there's not enough educated workers. How much more educated workers do you want? I mean, another way to bring people to the park is also to throw in educational stuff. I'm going to do some smaller schools around here. A couple additional elementaries. Just casually thrown in. We'll do a high school in as well. Boosting this area, bringing those upgrades, and it should hopefully close us in to 90,000 residents. This is still complaining about not being in an airport area. So yeah, very weird. But we'll end it here anyway, guys. We'll end it here. Some sweet, sweet advancements, upgrades thrown in. That new little off-ramp has... I mean, it's definitely helped out. It definitely works. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's, you know, taking enough vehicles off the road to what I think I need. Maybe between these two roundabouts, we need something additional. Even though they can, you know, all turn off here and drive down. But maybe there's some additional stuff we need to kind of alleviate this build-up of traffic turning on and off. I mean, I could stop them from doing this left turn and make them all do a right turn. And then they'll drive down here and turn off where they need to go to. But yes, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things, boys. But until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.